Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to this new video. In this video, we'll talk about big O of arrays in terms of methods. In last video, we just got general idea about how things work, and this is also just a general idea basically, but we'll get a bit more clear idea in terms of what are the common array methods and how can we just generalize them in terms of O of n, that is time taken to execute them. That is worst case scenarios of them, like what is the worst case time they will take. So without any further ado, let's start with jump into this. So big O of arrays, insertion, it depends. As I told you, if you want to insert array elements at the very beginning of your array, then in that case it will take O of n times, because if you add in the beginning, it has to shift entirely all the rest of the elements. If there are n elements, so it will replace it will have to change the position of the n elements, like one by one. If it was 1, it becomes 2, it was 2, it becomes 1. So it takes O of n times. And if you remove, same case, it has to subtract 1, right, from each element's position. So whatever is the case, let's get into it. And the removal, as I told you, removal also depends. If you add in the beginning, if you remove from the beginning, it will take O of n. But if you remove from the end, it doesn't matter, because if the last element has to be added, or at the end, after the last element, some element has to be added, inserted, that case O of 1 is only taken place. So at the end, if you do anything, no one gives a damn. But if in the beginning or at the center or just before, not the last element, then it is a thing we have to shift. We have to shift the positions. There's a cascading effect that takes place and all the elements' positions are changed. Okay, searching takes O of n times. It is same as objects. Why searching takes O of n times? We will be seeing that in the gaming videos. But searching is not easy. It has to go through each and every element and check position 3 is the given value true, or if position 3 is the given text matches or not. So it has to go through each and every element. That's why searching is O of n. Accessing, as I told you, accessing is O of 1 because can you tell me why? It is because I just forgot myself. No. It is just because every element in an array is indexed. That is, a number is given to them. So they can straight away jump into a certain position without having to go through each and every position incrementally. Got it? So let's move forward. So these are the big O array operations or methods. Okay? These are pre-installed methods. Okay? So push pop. This, I think till shift, unshift, right? Push, add as element to the end of the array, pops the element, that is remove the elements from the end of the array. Shift, the word shift and shift, just shifts the position as well. It brings a cascading effect into the array elements. So it just, shift means adds element at the beginning of the array, and shift means remove the element from the beginning of the array. Got it? So you don't have to know all of this, I'll go through all of them, to be honest, in a general way. Don't worry. I'll give a general idea because I myself just know a general idea about them. So it takes O of n times because it actually have to shift. It actually have to change the positions of the elements. If we add an element at the beginning, as I told you, it just changes the position. Let me just show you. For example, here, like Michael is given 0, Melissa is given 1, Andra is given 2. So if you add element at the beginning, so Michael is no more 0, it becomes 1, and the new added elements has been given the position 0, and all of this has to be changed. It was 1, it becomes 2, Andra becomes 3. So you know what I'm saying, right? I know that you got what I'm saying. The shifts. So there are other things like concate, slice, splice. Okay, so this is an example of concate. Concate means to join, right? Basically, we have to join two arrays. Like it has a O of n, and let's say an array it has n elements, it has m elements. Now they have to be joined, okay, and they have to be re-indexed. So what do you say? So it should say m plus n times, but we don't take individual, we just take final one. So we finally, after bringing all the arrays, concatenating them together, after that it becomes, let's say it becomes O of x. So let's say O of n. Let's say there are n elements after adding both the arrays. So each and every element has to be provided a new position. Whatever previous position they were, it's not considered. Final position is considered. So 0, 1, 2, 3, till n. So it takes O of n times to do this. So concatenating will take O of n times. This method, this operation takes O of n times. You can say O of m plus n times as well, but O of n times is fine. So array slice. What does slice do? A slice basically copies a part of an array. For example, it copies, let's say animal.slice2 is there. So 0, 1, 2. From 2 till end, it will be copied out into, we'll get a copy of an array. So it takes O of n times as well. Or you would say, no, it shouldn't take O of n times. It should take 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 1, 2. So n minus 2, O, n minus 2 times. So all over it's O of n only, I guess. So don't worry about that. Slice here 2, 4. So it says 2 and 4 elements should be involved in this. For example, 2 and 3 and 4. It just since 4 is written there, so we will not include elephant, but first 2 will be considered, that is camel will be inserted and duck will be inserted, but the last element elephant will not be included because this is the extended limit. That's why. So understand, right? So basically it copies an element out of it and saves it. So in general, it also takes O of n times. Now at the end we have splice. What does splice do? Splice is very versatile. It adds, remove, or replaces an element at the beginning, end, or middle, or anywhere in between you want to. For example, var method, January, March, April, June is the array element. So it says splice 1, 0, Feb. Insert the first index position. Okay? Inserts as first index position. What does it mean? So February will be inserted somewhere. Yes. January, February, it should be in first position, right? Okay, let's see what happens. So just after 0 it is added, right? Okay, so when we console.log we see 0, 1. So we have February being placed into the first position here. Okay. First index position here. Okay, so yeah, so here is another splice being used. 4, 1, May. So it replaces first element at fourth index. So let's check fourth index. What is the fourth index? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So June is also wrong here. June shouldn't be there, just should be May. So at the fourth position, it should be added there. Okay, so replaces and the fourth position. Got it. So for replacing we use 1 and for inserting we use 0. Okay, console.log months and January, February, March, April, May. So this is how it is. Okay, so there are no more anything. So here this is clear. Shift unshift is clear. Concate takes O of n times because it has to join two arrays and again reposition the final array. Each and every element has to be repositioned for approval and all. So slice I showed you. Slice basically copies a part of an array from a certain position to a certain position, and the first argument is included, but the last argument, the form of number, which I showed you, 4 was there, 4, something 2, 4 was there. The fourth element, the fourth index element was not considered. Fourth index element before element was considered. And splice basically is very versatile. Add, splice, like kind of a splice. It just cuts things, adds things, removes things. It's very versatile. So yeah, it also takes O of n time. Now sort. Now sorting, we will not go through right now why n times n log n is there and why all of this thing is there. Just know that sorting takes more than just going through each elements one time. It's times n times log n, like have to do a lot of other things as well in sorting. Sorting is arranging in ascending or descending order. So whatever. So other methods like for each, map, filter, reduce, and other JavaScript methods also take O of n times. So this was all about the video. We'll catch up in the next video and we'll get deeper into why like O of 1, pushing an element is O of 1, popping an element is O of 1. Not just general term, we'll get deeper into why it happens. Okay, Tata, take care. Take care, guys.